Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Hey, Rumble World Entertainment, and we have some breaking and exciting news because, of course, the Netflix and Warner Brothers deal has been accepted. Doesn't mean it's going through, but it's been accepted. And of course, all the questions now are what's happening with the DCU and James Gunn and all that crap. We just did a video on that. But we have this bit of news, the exciting news that has arrived regarding Matt Reeves' Batman universe is a second season of The Penguin is officially in development for DC Studios. Yep, they've actually pulled the trigger and they're moving forward with The Penguin Season 2. Now we're going to have a look at this article that goes over where this comes from, because it's not official from DC and Warner Brothers themselves, at least from the article we see where it comes from. I do mean, obviously the group seeing what the listings are and it's on the listing. So we'll have a look, and of course we hear what one of the CEOs of the group, the television group, said back in April. But yes, this is exciting if this actually comes to happen, because let's face it, The Penguin Season 1 was fantastic. All the performances were fantastic, and we all were pretty much going, yeah, we'd love more of this. And now it looks like we're going to get more of it. So let's dive into this, shall we? So Matt Reeves' Batman universe has been a slow build, but it has delivered in every way possible. Following the Batman's release in 2022, it was revealed that Colin Farrell's Oswald Cobb would be given a spin-off show on HBO. The announcement was met with skepticism by some, but any doubt regarding the character's ability to carry his own starring vehicle dissipated when The Penguin premiered. The show became a critical darling, with praise given to its writing, cinematography, and Farrell's performance as the ruthless mobster. The skepticism, every single one of us had skepticism about this show being done. Was it regarding the character's ability to carry his own show? No. It was simply about us all saying, do we really need a TV series based on the Penguin? Especially when we were getting told it wasn't going to involve Batman. That's what the skepticism was. And yes, once the show came out, even the trailers, we were all like, okay, it looks decent, but still, do we need it? And once we sat down and watched the show, it was like, holy hell, yes we did. So it continues. After the show came to an end, fans eagerly anticipated the announcement of a season 2. Over time, however, it started to look like the villain would only return in 2027's The Batman Part 2. Well, fortunately, as it's just been confirmed, that is not the case, because The Penguin Season 2 is officially in development. Bloomberg published an in-depth profile on DC Studios heads James Gunn and Peter Safran. So this is where this news comes from, which we'll be seeing now in a second, but this is the profile they did where we found out that James Gunn and Safran's contracts have been renewed till 2027. So this is how it comes about. So this is what I mean, by the way, where I was saying it's official but not official from Warner Brothers or DC. It's official that the Bloomberg did this profile with Gunn and Safran and all this stuff, and they got to see the listing, and it's on that listing. So the article listed all the projects coming from the studio, confirming The Penguin Season 2 to be one of them. So this is what they had written. There's a lot more in the works. Supergirl and Clayface movies next year. Sequels to Superman and The Batman in 2027. Sequel to Superman is Man of Tomorrow. A second season of The Penguin, and a true crime series based on super intelligent villain Gorilla Grodd. That's the Jimmy Olsen show. So that's also seemingly confirming that yes, that rumor about Gorilla Grodd is true. But that's the Jimmy Olsen show. But you see, they had Penguin Season 2 listed in there as well. So speaking to Deadline back in April, Warner Brothers Television Group CEO Channing Dungey, what a name, said that though the Penguin had been designed as a one-off story, the people involved in the project were eager to return to Oz's corner of Gotham. So this is what he said back in April. The Penguin is one of those things where, and it's interesting because when you talk with everyone involved, everyone is interested in possibly revisiting those characters and doing more. It was very much designed as a limited series, but I would never say never. And I think if we can get the creative stars to line up in the right way and the talent is available, because we certainly wouldn't want to do it without Colin and Kristen and that team, I would say it's definitely a possibility. But there's nothing in the works at the moment. So though there are shows that work great as standalone seasons, particularly prestige ones, The Penguin was positioned perfectly for continuation. It left open several storytelling avenues, Oswald's increasing ruthlessness for example, that could make for fascinating plot points in a new season. The Penguin was smart, poignant and emotionally challenging. The superhero genre needs bold projects like it. So it is a welcome surprise to know it will be returning to our screens. And of course we know that Colin Farrell will be appearing in The Batman Part 2, even though he says it is a smaller role in this one than it was in the first movie, even though everything he said then was pretty much, it sounds like he's the same kind of amount of time for screen time, I should say, with the movies, which is fine. The character, of course, of Sophia was the big question, was she going to appear in it? And now that they've confirmed that Selena Kyle, Catwoman, won't be, it doesn't look like she would be in there. She still could, and hopefully she is, but I just don't really see it playing out that way, as of now anyway. But this is good news that The Penguin Season 2 is coming. Providing they get, and as that guy was saying, they get everyone that was involved with the first season, because that's what you need. Don't lose the writers you had, don't lose the showrunners you had, none of that stuff. You definitely want to bring in the people you had from the word go. But it's exciting that it seems to be officially happening, but we'll have to wait for official word from Warner Brothers and of course DC themselves. But what do you guys think? Are you pumped for this? Is this good news, do you think? Let me know in the comments. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like, share, subscribe and all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.